New friends. Today, we are going to talk not just about a new series, but about the end of one era and the birth of another. The story that begins after Kurulus Osman is not merely a tale of swords. It is a story of responsibility, trials, and legacy. This is the story of Orhan Bey. But the question is, will Orhan Bey remain only a shadow of his father, Osman Bey, or will he carve out his own identity, his own path, and his own destiny? And then there is another question, one that has divided the entire tribe into two sides. Shahin Shab, loyal or traitor? Come, friends, let us try to understand every layer of this story in depth. The end of one era, the beginning of a new one. Kurulus Orhan is not merely a sequel. It is the tale of a generational transformation. The foundation Osman Bey laid under the shadow of the sword now demands wisdom, patience, and politics. Viewers who walked for years alongside Osman Bey now suddenly stand before a new face, Orhan Bey. That is why in the beginning something feels missing, because no leader is born in a single day. A leader is shaped by time, wounds, and mistakes. And Kurulus Orhan is truly the story of that very birth. Orhan Bey, emotional or farsighted? In the early scenes, one accusation is repeatedly placed upon Orhan Bey, that he is impatient. But the truth is exactly the opposite. When all the Beys demand an immediate attack on Bursa, Orhan Bey pauses and thinks. He knows that anger may win a battle, but it cannot build an era. True leadership is to control emotions and wait for the right moment. Osman Bey's decision, punishment or wisdom? The most debated moment was the removal of Orhan Bey from military command. People were shocked. How can someone who led countless battles be dismissed over a single setback? But here Osman Bey's true role emerges. Not merely a warrior, but the father of a state. This decision was not meant to bring Orhan down. It was meant to prevent the tribe from breaking apart. Osman Bey knew Orhan would fall and then rise even higher. Hafsa Hatun, the voice of silent emotions. İpek Arkan's role became another source of surprise. Where many expected Fatma Hatun, the story took a new turn. Hafsa Hatun. This character does not wield a sword. Yet she reflects the battle raging within Orhan's heart. She is not merely love. She is the mirror of a leader's conscience. When the news of Orhan Bey's martyrdom spreads, the entire tribe is plunged into silence. But Orhan knows this story has not ended here. Flavius believed that by imprisoning Orhan's closest friend, he would break him. But he did not realize that when friendship is bound by faith, no chain can hold it. The cold of the dungeon, the burn of wounds. Yet Boran's belief remained firm. Orhan will come. And he does come, not only with a sword but with an oath. Flavius' arrogance, Orhan's faith. Inside the dungeon, two ideologies collide, oppression and justice. Flavius speaks with arrogance, Orhan responds with silence. Swords clash, chains break, and Boran is freed. This is not just an escape from captivity. It is the declaration of Orhan's character. Brothers' ideals, a state's trial. Aladdin shows the path of knowledge and law. Orhan stands for strength and protection. One says, a state is built through justice. The other says, justice survives under the protection of the sword. This disagreement is not hostility. It is the foundation of a state. Shahin Shab, conspiracy or sacrifice? The man surrounded by the greatest suspicion is in fact playing the deepest game. Meetings with Byzantium, secret messages. Yet never a breach in Osman's trust. Shahin Shab is actually breaking the enemy from within. He is not a traitor. He is a shadow that walks in the sunlight. Osman Bey's silence, the final trial. Osman Bey's silence is not weakness. It is a test. He is watching who can bear this burden, and when the moment of the will arrives, he leaves behind only three words: justice, unity, faith. This is the secret of the state. Orhan Bey, the birth of a leader. When Orhan places his head in prostration and says, "O Lord, this path is for your pleasure," it is not just a soldier speaking, an era is speaking. Swords strike, the meter echoes, and Orhan realizes, this is not merely a battle for land, it is a conquest of hearts. The flame Osman Bey ignited has now become a sea of fire in Orhan's hands. The final questions remain alive, friends. Will Orhan surpass his father? Will Shahin Shab's game succeed? And will this story truly write a new legend? Time will answer, because states are not built by swords alone, but by sacrifices. May Allah keep you in peace. Until we meet again, Allah Hafiz.